I've heard people discuss this with smoking cigarettes. I don't know if
Okay.
you've ever heard of this. So obviously, like, there's a lot of research, especially lately, on nicotine, and that like nicotine can be an effective drug for some different things, whether it's like focus or calmness or whatever. But a lot of people I've heard, I think it's a hard thing to prove. Like, you could try to do a double blind or a survey test or something, but with cigarettes, if you think about it, traditionally the way smoking at work is you work, and then everyone used to go take a smoke break, and they would all go together. And so basically you would all go sit in community elsewhere and take long, deep breaths together, and everyone would calm down. And it was like, that was like the moment that everyone craved. And it was like, sure, like maybe nicotine was a piece of it, but could it also have been that like we all gathered in community and just like went and breathed really specifically in rhythm, much deeper than we had been breathing all day, probably outside? Is that part of the comfort that comes from taking the smoke break?
Huh.
And that's a really
I haven't
interesting...
thought about that. That's really cool.